Hello there and welcome back to another video that I really didn't want to make. The Battle for Arrakis is a event that is upcoming tomorrow, and it's a building event, and just by scrolling down the page I suffered a stroke or two. Anyways, they have the following to say: this location doesn't spare the weak or those that are allergic to nuts, but where there are people there is room for self-interest. Playing credits in the coveted army with a secure home will fall at your feet. Start immediately and become the sole owner of all of Arrakis. This goes from, as I said, 12 GMT tomorrow to 12 GMT on the 18th of April. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. Um, the rewards are a destroyer, the USS Davos. It's a rank 3 premium, costs 2 victory points. It's a Summers class destroyer with deadly close range A battery. According to this, I believe it's a copy paste. We also have the Elector Mark 1 rank 1 premium coupon. Costs 1 victory point. It's a British Elector Mark 1 self-propelled gun. Essentially, well, as it says there, self-propelled gun with a 95mm howitzer based on the Tetrarch, which is one of the British reserve tier tanks. You can see it here on the road wheels. Then the Kfir, or however you pronounce that, C2 rank 7. That's an event vehicle, so you have to grind that out. Of course, you get coupons for all of these, so you can trade them in the marketplace. It costs 3 victory points. It's the first serial Kfir fighter with canards and impressive payloads. Then there's the T-72M2 Moderna, rank 6, also an event vehicle. Costs 3 victory points as well. It's a Slovak upgrade project to the T-72M. MBT features modern fire control system, ERA protection, and auxiliary remotely controlled 30mm autocannon. How to participate. And this is where it gets cancer. Fight a multiplayer battle switch. Sorry, as you do in a multiplayer game. After each battle you will receive a supply crate with credits. Currency that can be used in the workshop Battle for Arrakis menu. In Battle for Arrakis you use the credits you earn in battle to build a base and units, which you then use to destroy enemy forces. After you have wiped the enemy from the battlefield you will get victory points which can be exchanged for exclusive prize vehicles. Sounds like a fucking mobile game. The key items are of course credits needed to build bases and units. Open the supply crate with credits after the battle will be given out for each 10 minutes spent in the battle from rank 3 and with activity over 50%. Supply crates has between 150 and 300 credits inside. Spare weapon points needed at the final stage of the battle, exchangeable for a heavy last gun, which, they kind of copied from Warhammer. Actually interesting that Games Workshop hasn't suffered a stroke over that, considering they're stroking over everything. Will be given out for each 10 minutes spent in the battle from rank 3 and with activity over 50%. Each battle with a small chance you can get ready a heavy last gun. Upgrade points can be exchanged for level 1 and level 2 upgrades, which reduce the time for all attacks on the map. Will be given out for the first place in battle. Alright, during the battle you can get several supply crates as well as super weapon points. The remaining accumulated time will be counted in the next battle. So no time is lost because you played 24 minutes or something. The extra 4 minutes will carry over into the next match. The game map. Click map in the workshop Battle for Arrakis menu to get to the game map. 5 directions of attack will open in front of you. You must complete all of them in order to win a victory point. To attack the enemy forces in each square of the map you will need a certain number of your units. Attack will take time which you can wait out in the next battle. So you have 5 directions you can get into and each of them gives you 1 victory point. Assuming you can't redo them, that means you can get 5 points. Which means you can either get one of the top rewards and the boat, or the boat and the tank. That doesn't make sense, it's stupid. Your task will be built at the base for credits and unnecessary to build your units. Yeah, why ever they named the task? I feel like this they're using. I also feel like they had a lot of grammatical errors already. This entire thing is just so poorly made. It gives me cancer anyways. I do like the small dragonfly copters though. Those all look like Master Chief though, these tiny infantrymen. This is just a, generic mobile game thing. Maybe your units will be built for credits if the necessary building exists in the base. Can be recruited from mercenaries which can be purchased on the market. Enemy forces, enemy units, just defensive structures or buildings. Attacking enemy forces will expand the numbers of your units indicated in the description. Excess credits can be used to build mercenaries. These units are suitable for trading on the market and can be taken into the army as normal units. Building mercenaries is noticeably more expensive than building normal units. Destroying enemy base. The enemy base is located on the last attack line and its destruction isn't fundamentally different from other battles except for attacking the last and most important enemy structure, the construction yard. To destroy the construction yard, you need to create a heavy loss gun or super weapon points. After destroying the last enemy building, the victory button will appear. Click it to pick up a well-deserved victory point. To earn more victory points, you need to win another battle. Subsequent battle starts on a new map. Good luck. Receiving rewards. For victory points, you can order any exclusive event vehicle in any order. The Kefir C2 and T72 M2 Moderna coupons can be purchased from the beginning of the event and until 12 GMT until the 2nd of May. USS Davis and Elector Mark 1 coupons can be purchased from 12 GMT on the 25th of April until 12 GMT on the 2nd of May. PlayStation Xbox player can purchase these vehicles from 12 GMT on the 18th of April until 12 GMT on the 2nd of May. All event vehicles will be given out in the form of coupons which can be activated for your own account or traded on the market as I said earlier. And this is just PlayStation and Xbox player stuff. This is just a workaround essentially because they can't access the market, so I'm not going to get into that. And the last details. All event items can be obtained in the following game modes. Ground AB, RB, and SB, Aircraft AB and RB, so no aircraft simulator. Navy AB and RB, which I didn't know actually existed. Children of Arachos event accept upgrade points. Total number of the items received in battle is limited. Simply create up to 40 per day and up to 400 during the event until 12 GMT on the 18th of April. Super weapon points up to 40 per day and up to 320 during the event until 12 GMT on the 18th of April. Upgrade points up to 240 during the event until 12 GMT on, how it goes, 18th of April again. It's possible to trade event items on the market as listed in the description. Each attack on the map takes time. It can be shortened by collecting and using level 1 upgrade 20 upgrade points and level 2 upgrade 40 upgrade points. So it literally works like all the other events, but instead of building something, you're attacking, etc. It just works like a very poorly made mobile game you played in 6th grade. Except that you don't buy the materials of your daddy's credit card, although you can do that too, but you actually get them for playing. But as I understand, you can't actually get all rewards. It's unnecessarily complicated because, I mean, you know what I just read out for you, right? I personally think this is absolute cancer. I do like the tanks. I honest to God don't care for the aircraft. Mainly because I've never heard of it. But yeah, the Electro will be useless. That's a boat and therefore already not interesting because label is dead. The T72, it's a 10.0 vehicle, so it's out of the range what I would place. So if I at all attempt to get anything in the middle of my exams, so likely nothing, would be the Electro. Any of you is more interested in any of the vehicles, or actually think this event is good, share your opinion. I'm not here to tell you can't have that. Maybe you even have a good point. But anyone who attempts to grind this shit, well, good luck. My condolences. Otherwise, I have nothing to add here. I personally dislike it a lot. If you personally like this, good on you. Can't like the same things all the time. Otherwise, well, yeah, I think it's a hard event, but luckily I'm going to be busy anyways, and none of the vehicles really interests me. Anyways, I thank you for listening and goodbye.